Do you remember the first time you saw a really talented firm lose not because they were bad, but because they became irrelevant?
I've seen many companies in the past months and maybe years starting to become irrelevant, not because of being incompetent, but just because of missing where the market goes or missing where the client needs goes. And that's shocking because it's really not about competence. It's about being relevant to how clients evolve and being able to use technology and everything in a way that your service evolves. And if you don't do this, I think right now that's the hardest moment for every service company. If you don't do this, you don't survive the next couple of years, in my belief.
Can you describe the three forces that are killing services firms?
So what's going on right now is that all the knowledge, or a lot of the knowledge, is accessible by your clients. And that's even enforced with AI. So the three forces that are actually currently working on your business model is, number one, is AI. Every information is just available. Plus, clients can do your parts of your work if they want, use ChatGPT or other tools. And then it's the second force is clients get more sophisticated. They can inform themselves on how do you actually do that job. How much does it cost? What options are available? And with the help then of AI in combination, they can probably do steps and things without you. And the third model is then commoditization of services. So it's not about selling your hours anymore. Almost everything in services becomes a commodity. So you pay for a product and you pay way less than you would have thought that you charge today with hours. And these three forces push your business model either to be irrelevant in the future, or you understand what's going on and you start to adopt. So it's really a pivotal moment in the current time and the next, let's say, 2-3 years.
Can you give an example of a service firm that almost died?
One example that I want to share is a marketing company I've been working with. They had a client they were facing for a marketing strategy. And when they went to the client to present, I don't know how much it was, 20, 30 pages of marketing strategy, the client actually put a document on the table done by themselves with the help of ChatGPT with 80% less of effort. And that's how they confronted my client in saying, look, we have done this just for 80% less of cost. Why should we pay that much for your service? And that's the new reality. And being able to understand that and adopt your business model and being open on using new technologies gives you the chance to survive it.
If someone's watching this, how would they know that they're already on the path to irrelevance?
There's 3 signals right now you can test yourself to figure out if you're on the path to irrelevance or not. I think the strongest signal is about pricing pressure. If clients ask you to decrease your price and not willing to pay what you were charging in the past, that's a clear sign that they don't value your service anymore in a kind of that level that you like to, and more see you as a commodity. So I think that's the most pressing point. If that's happened, you are already on a path to irrelevance. The other one, I think, is really the commodity pressure, where clients are not willing anymore to pay you for hours. They want packages. They want a solution to their problem with a price, and they pay for value. If the value of the product of your product is high, you can charge high, but you can't charge hours in a lot of circumstances. So that's the second one. They're not willing to pay hours. And the third one is the relevance signal. So if clients start to ask fewer strategic questions, not as involved as they were, that's a clear signal that they don't see you and your service as relevant as it used to be. And then a fourth one, obviously, right now is AI signals in terms of how can your service, your business model be evolved with AI. And if there is a lot of potential to evolve it, it will happen by someone. And if it's not you, then you become irrelevant. So there is already probably people creating a business model in your industry, in your segment, with AI. And if you're not involved in AI topics yet, you'll become irrelevant.
When you look at the service firms out there right now, how many do you think are actually evolving?
Right now, there's a important moment to actually face what you want to be in the future and really actively choose this. And you can choose option one is continue to compete on price, on service, on making sure your clients pay you as much as they have in the past, and go into this commoditization circle or even, let's say, commoditization hamster wheel. You can choose that path, or you can choose to define what makes you unique, what's your value you want to offer your clients and your bigger story, and build this out. And option one will certainly put you in a risky position, is a downward race. Option two gives you future possibility and probably the best way to survive.